What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to the Nerd Castle. My name is Splattercat, and we are here today with the next episode of Mount and Blade Warband. A little bit of a header. I won a tournament right here, and then I bought another profitable enterprise in tier, just so you guys know. Alas, Fraps crashed while I was performing that duty, so all of the footage was lost. About 20 minutes of footage, in fact, but just know we won a tournament, and then we bought a profitable enterprise, so that next week when the bill pops up and we make money, everything's gonna be okay. But besides all that, nothing else has happened. Blame Fraps, don't blame me. The lovely world of video recording in its primitive form. Video capturing, as it stands right now, is a very, very new software, as it stands when compared to other software like spreadsheets and such. And it's pretty crashy. I've tried different things. I've tried DxTory, things of that nature. Every program seems to be equally crashy. It just depends what game they're monitoring. There's a battle right here. 16 versus 16. We are going to take it. Let me save in case it happens again. And let's go fight De-gland. Let me make sure everybody's upgraded first, though. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. I don't want to have any troops running into battle with that little plus sign next to their name. If I was about to go into battle and I saw on my commander's checklist that there was a check next to my name right before we went into battle, ugh, send a shiver down your spine. Count Deglan. I shall de-gland you. Step forth and have your gland removed. De-gland. Alright, so not a lot of hills to play around with. The hills aren't looking particularly conducive to play anyways. They're very dour hills. They're hills that do not have time for my tomfoolery. We'll put all of our men in position and we'll just get people firing away. You can see there's a shield on my back. Hold on, switch shields. There we go. Now I can't be shot in the ass, which is a very nice side effect to running this strategy. You guys had suggested it. I've done it before in the past. I do enjoy using this strategy. The only downside is that during sieges, you don't have any weapon to use to make sure that you don't get run up on. I like to clear the walls, and siege is one of the safest places you can be is just firing arrows at people. I'm going to continue rotating my troops. I should have Nizar right around with me. He still counts as infantry, though, which is odd. It puts him in infantry group, weirdly enough. I don't think they have that many ranged units. Doing a little bit of a head count here. We might take a little bit of damage right when they first charge, but beyond that, they should be rendered fairly benign after the first hit. Continue moving my infantry, and then I'm also going to rotate my archers slightly. Ooh, heard that one zip. Which is never a pleasurable feeling. There we go. We'll get a couple casualties, and now that the battle has been joined, I'm going to tell my gentlemen to charge, although these sharpshooters in the back are still doing far too much damage to my lines, so I need to start whittling at them. Because if I don't, this battle is actually turning on us right now. God. Oh no. I didn't even see that one coming. Well, we're D-horse now. And we had some friendly fire there. That battle? Oh, we're actually at a disadvantage. Okay, that makes more sense. I was gonna say, there is no reason against such a primitive army we should have such a problem. His army really wasn't prepared to fight with us. Swadian sergeant's now downed. I'm going to join the fight with this gentleman and beat him to death, and we have survived, although that was I would be very, very remiss if I didn't count that as a loss. Look at this body pile. That is a pile o' bodies. And without anybody handling our medical problems, we lost just about everybody on that one. And we didn't even capture him. On the plus side of the whole thing, we did get ourselves some free plate boots and some free armor and a bunch of stuff we can sell. So while we are stuck on the path of maybe starting a big old recruitment run, I'm going to put on those platey boots because I like how they make my feet shiny. They make me feel good about myself. There's nothing like shiny feet to help boost the self-esteem. Okay. I'm not going to... God. Down to 40 men. We lost 26. I need to start training somebody to be my doctor. So Mathelda's ready to go with a level up. Let's look at her skills and see what we've got going on with her. Nothing. I'm going to continue beefing her out to be a frontline warrior. We'll give her Weapon Master 4. Turn all of them into veterans. And turn one of them into a Huskarl. That battle went much more poorly than expected. We didn't lose all of our sharpshooters, though, so that's a plus. At least we didn't lose our sharpshooters. We didn't lose a lot of our Huskarls, and we didn't lose a lot of our sharpshooters either, so... That battle probably gained us a little bit of renown. Let's have a look at our report. 238 is our current renown. It's not so terrible. We've got, what, 48? We'll recruit one more, and then we'll hit Vaegir's up. And once we get Vaegir troops going upwards, I think we should have better luck with our archery troops. So the remainder of these are all going to be from Vaegirs, since we are a mercenary band at the moment. I do wish that the game had a mechanic where the company would become, your company of mercenaries would become more respected throughout the land, and you would begin to have bidding wars for your services, so you could potentially play the game as a mercenary if you wanted to. As it stands right now, there's no way to have any type of success playing the game that way. With the way it's programmed at the moment, you're meant to become a lord with somebody or to become your own faction, one or the other, but playing as a mercenary is a stepping stone as the game views it right now. There are a lot of Sea Raiders around. I can promise there's going to be a Sea Raider hive around here somewhere. Alright, so we're refilled on units. Let's go to Vercheg and we'll do our training. Nizar has leveled up. Let's get all these recruits going. I'm going to make them all frontline soldiers, and the Vaegir recruits are going to be the ones that we convert into archers. I don't know the Vaegir tech tree very well, so if I flounder a little bit, you'll forgive me, because I am working my way through it. I've never played a campaign as Vaegirs, I don't think. What does he have? He might be a good potential candidate to be a doctor. He's got pretty high intelligence. Let's make him our doctor. So we'll go Surgery 2 on Nizar. We're going to avoid giving him too many combat abilities for now. I need to get somebody with very good surgery up so that we don't lose troops when they die in battle. They just become wounded. Preservation-wise, we can't afford to have battles like we just had over and over and over again. It just cannot happen that way. Let's look through our supply of soldiers. That's not what I wanted. I want equipment. She's got some chainmail chassis. We can give her that red armor so that she matches us. High five. It's like we went Malsies together. Everybody's wearing red. We are on the same side. Me and Matheld. High five. Action. Freeze. And there it is. That's your screenshot. We just totally pulled a theoretical Breakfast Club. Well, never mind. That's a bad reference. That's a bad reference. That's a reference that was terrible. Disregard it. Let's move forward. Now that we've got our troops back, I've got to wait and train them up a little bit higher. Maybe I'll show you guys how the training fields work. If you've never seen the training fields, let's play around with that for a little bit. Although, we could just roll some Sea Raiders or some Looters or something. Looters seems kind of boring. Let's go for Sea Raiders. Let us raid them. There's 7 right there, 23 right there. 24, there we go. That's a pretty, ooh, 32, even better. Let's go for the Bainty Dose, and we'll see how that pans out. Did we just do training again? We did. Let's get some footmen, some Nord trained footmen, and our archer will go on up to a veteran. There it is right there. And so now we're in the black. We're making money, which is very, very good. I prefer to get 4 or 5 more profitable enterprises going. I would be just super stoked if we could get a better... We have such a dominant position right now. Archers, just stay right here. Don't even bother. Infantry, I'll have them come down the hill with me. We should have zoned in with our Pimp Daddy troops right now. Oh no, we have some recruits too. Infantry will stand right here at the base of the hill. I need to put my shield higher up on the list. It's spawning me with the wrong shield. I feel like my horse has been lamed. My horse seems like it's riding very slowly right now. Please do not axe my horse. I think I peeled off too many enemies. I guess I'll just ride back this direction. We've got a shield on our back. I can turn my back on the battlefield again, finally. Let me close that menu down for you guys so that you can see what's going on. I am just... wow, what is going on here? Oh, bad things are about to happen. Send the infantry in. And that'll give me a little bit of cover to play with while I try to avoid being arrowed. There's another one down, another two down. Knock him down so that that guy can fight him. Slash him across the trapezius. And there's always that one guy who's just hanging out in the back shooting my horse in the face with arrows. Nizar is going to take him out. I'm okay with that because Nizar needs to gain some levels anyway since he's our surgeon. Lost 2 recruits. That's not so terrible. And we did get some more equipment. There's the one-handed fighting axe that I was concerned about earlier. I would rather have a Nordic shield on my back. There we go. So we've got a little bit better equipment now. Made a little bit of cash, and that should level everybody up. Yeah, that's going to put everybody right where I want them to be. So we'll go Vaegir Skirmishers, which it takes a while to go down their tech tree. It looks like they don't get archery abilities until their 3rd tier. Later than I would really, really like, but I can live with it because I don't have a choice. There's no point complaining about things you absolutely cannot change. Just gotta live with them and move on. Let's do a training field so you guys see what that's like. I'm gonna do sparring practice, and you choose how many guys you want to fight, and they're probably gonna whoop my ass. I wouldn't doubt that. We'll go with 3? We'll fight with a Huskarl, because I hate myself, a Hired Blade, and a Vaegir Recruit. We'll have the full gambit. Now, the thing does give you a random weapon, which can be really, really weak. That's probably the Huskarl. He's swinging pretty quick. And down he goes. Fantastic. Why are we fighting in our underwear? I just realized that. We are fighting in our underwear. Oh, video game genre. Oh, video game genre. You're so humorous. That did nothing, because we have terrible training skill. I forgot about that. I thought that would upgrade more people beating up a Huskarl, but I guess not. Let's continue making them skirmishers. Kind of rearrange my defensive line there. With 5 prisoners, it would probably be a good idea to go and find myself a ransom broker, just so we're not slowed down on the battlefield. Let's go pick on Swadian again. Let's go mess with the Swads. Oh, never mind. We made peace with the Swads. Who are we at war with, then? Let me have a look here. That is the wrong menu. We want to go to Newts, we want to go to Factions, and then we want to go to Nerds. We're at war with nobody for the first time. An interesting predicament to be in. There's no way for us to make money, but on the plus side, we got all of our profitable enterprises taken care of. In times of peace, your profitable enterprise is what's going to get you through without having to disband your troop of super elite super soldiers. There was 2 supers in there, just to emphasize how super they are. They get stickers and everything on the papers they turn in. I require them to turn in at least 1 essay. Every now and again, a lame hunter. That's not nice. I'm sure he's perfectly cool. We will sell all that stuff. We'll keep the fighting axes, though. I don't see any need for a spear right now. Did I sell a good fighting axe? No, I sold a rusty one. Alright, so that extra gear right there might help out. Skirmishers are now archers, which are good because they have recurve bows. They fire very, very quickly. They're a great unit. Fighting Vagear archers is always depressing to me because you are going to lose troops. With Nizar, let me see if I can maybe give him chainmail. I know chainmail has a weird strength allotment. That one has better leg coverage. Since he's on a horse, I'm going to give him the armor with the better leg coverage. You'll forgive me if you don't like that decision. And for other people, I'm going to give them the fighting axes so that they can break through people's shields. There we are. So the axes do insane amounts of damage against shields. I think it's double to triple in a quantitative value. I haven't looked at the game files in a while, and I'm not completely sure how much it deals as a bonus, but it's pretty good. We need to go to Sargoth for something right now, and I forgot to buy food again. Why? Why, Mad Dog McGriddle? Why do you hate feeding your serfs? Looks like there's a tournament. Let's buy the food, and then we'll do the tournament. You missed out on one, so now I have to make up one anyways. It's pretty sweet. We'll buy all that, and I know you guys don't like it when I buy in cities, but I'm not going to ride around right now to little villages and whatnot. I'm just not in the mood. Not in the mood. We're going to do this the inefficient way, because that is the Splattercat way. Now, let's make some cash. Place a bet on myself. And we shall fight in the first round. Let us earn our honor on the field of battle. Who's on our team? Anybody good? Of course, we get all the scrubs. This is the worst draft ever. I like to get in behind in these cases. This is the #1 strategy I employ for winning. You wait until they all collapse on the remainder of your troops, and then you jump in from behind and just take free pot shots at their backs. If you're lucky, they'll eliminate a bunch of your troops too so that the game goes faster. Next round! Oh god. Oh, we got Dranton on our team this time. The draft was in our favor. Dranton is an ass kicker. You can't tell from his haircut, but this guy is seriously scary. Oh, Nizar, you traitor. You dirty, dirty traitor. What are you doing? Got another shield that I swooped off the ground there. Hopefully it's not too damaged. No, it's not too bad. You can see at the bottom right corner how damaged your shield is. Just in case you are wondering. Shield's about to break. So we need to seal the deal here. Luckily, he keeps stabbing. Ooh, that one came around. That was a good tournament. That was a good tournament. That was one where I had to do a little bit of work. Sometimes the tournaments throw you softballs. Other times they throw you their balls right in your face. And those are the ones like the one we just fought where desperation pretty much fuels the whole thing. Get rid of him before Blue gets here. And my goal in this case is to make Blue turn his back to my... Oh god, axe in my forehead. There we are. We did pretty well. Who is that? Champion Fighter. So he's just a nameless guy. Just a red shirt, but he did pretty well. Or a yellow shirt, I guess he would be better known as. It's 4v4 right now. Who do we have on our team? Mercenary Swordsman. They still have Dranton. And a bunch of Lords. Which is disappointing. Jarl Turaya, Dranton, and somebody else, from what I can tell. Now that Dranton's down, we should be alright, though. Charge the field with this greenie and see if we can't be a meanie. And rip out his spleeny. God, that just went dark. That went from goofy to childish to dark really, really quick. Ripping out spleens and shit. God. And who are we up against? Is that... No, that looks like Jarl... Uriah? And he appears to be quite talented with a two-handed weapon. He's swinging that thing... Oh, it's a hired blade. That's weird that a hired blade made it that far. See, we didn't make as much money this time. The tournament that you missed, we made the full amount, but as you get better at fighting in the tourneys, your chances of winning, your odds readjust, and so you get less money. We only made 2,100 that time, but it's still a nice little infusion of cash. We'll stop by, say hi to the king so that we get the bonus, because the king does take into account how much he likes you when he assigns land, and since I'm assuming at this point we're more than likely going to join up with Nords, we might as well have the king like us as much as possible before we do anything else. Stop by, say farewell, do our hellos, all of that douchebaggery. I want better armor. I feel like I should treat myself. Treat yourself. That's what I really want to say to Mad Dog McGriddle, right? Sometimes it'll do 2 tournaments in a row. Yep, it'll do 2 tournaments in a row. Maybe do another... Yeah, let's do another tournament. Why not? I didn't really want to spend the entire episode doing tournaments, but if we can get some free cash out of the way, let's absolutely 100% do it. They're all locked on my troops right now. You can level up your two-handed weapons, as you see right there, when you're in tournaments. So it's not that bad when you pull a weapon you don't like. What is weak is when you pull a weapon you're terrible with in the final round. That's what you gotta watch out for. See if I can help out with blue here. Before this, before it gets bananas, B-A-N-A-N-A-S. That's right, I can spell banana. I can spell Mississippi too. Don't laugh at my mediocre spelling skills. I know. Oh, we got knocked out. Well, we beat a bunch of guys, and the nice thing about beating a bunch of guys is that it lets you stay in the tournament if you beat a bunch of guys. So we beat a bunch of guys and we're still in the tournament, even though other people were. Oh no, they're both gonna dogpile. So what we need to do now is fight in this direction. Alright, he's knocked out, which leaves us with a little bit of time to deal with this red-haired fellow. This Rupert Grint-looking guy. Jarl Lagerson. And they're gonna dogpile me again. God. Alright. Let's sprint it over here. We're looking for best-case scenarios here. Please don't back up. Yellow may. Okay, good. Yellow went after green instead of jumping us, and because he's not as quick with his weapon as we are with ours. That's right, we here at the Nerd Castle can wield our weapon like no one else. Wield that thing. It's 1v1? Okay. That works to our favor. I think that's the king. Down he goes, King Ragnar. There once was a hero named Ragnar the Red. Got beat into the ground at old Sargoth's stead. I don't know. I'm trying to make it rhyme. I'm trying to make it work so that I can make a Skyrim joke. And Mount... Oh god, it's Zarina! And we're using a weapon that I'm terrible with. We gotta take the initiative. Please don't hit me. So that time we made even less. We gotta give up on the tournament in Sargoth. We gotta go somewhere else and fight because we are just not pulling down the dosh like we should be anymore. And if we join the castle again, we'll get even more reputation for kicking ass. How crazy is that? It's a bug, I think. If the lords get there too early... Oh, never mind. He didn't even do anything for us. Maybe you then. No? Fine. Nobody wants to like me better because I bested you in combat and I'm a super sexy lady with a little Brady thing on my head? That's fine. Whatever. I'll leave. I don't have to be here. I don't need your chicken. I don't need your charity. There's nothing remaining here. There is that helmet with the weird thingy on the forehead. But I don't want a weird thingy on my forehead. I've spent most of my life trying to dodge weird thingies on my forehead. Let's go up to Valcheg. What is that? Farmers? Why are they afraid of me? You have nothing to fear, farmer. Noble farmer, I shall not beat you. Although you are a dirty Vaegir. What is this? The truce between Nords and Rhodoks has expired. Does that mean we're back to war? Nope, it just means we are neutral. Alright. I think I'm going to break off the episode here since there's nothing interesting happening. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me at the Nerd Castle for another episode of Mount and Blade Warband. I shall see you guys on the morrow. Take care, everybody.